Assalamu alaikum, namaste, hotep, shalom alaikum, peace. This is Tracy Lene Muhammad, and I wanted a few minutes of your very valuable and precious time to talk to you about self-care. Oftentimes we're told that self-care is going to the spa or taking time out to go to the movies or getting yourself a pedicure or manicure. That is self-care. But self-care is also taking care of your mind and your heart. Self-care is letting go of people that have constantly and consistently shown you who they are. I know that we often say, well, I love her or I love him. But if you examine that love and you're in a relationship where it's a one-sided, non-reciprocal type of love, where one person is clearly taking advantage of your kindness, is clearly manipulating you, lying to you, giving you versions of their life that you know aren't true. Is that really love? Do you really love that person? And if you can say yes, then perhaps it is what's called unconditional love, where you're loving the person regardless of the condition. And I can understand that if it's not hurting you. But if you're loving someone at the expense of hurting you, that is not love. Self-care would have you to allow yourself to move away from that person and get what you deserve. Self-care would have you to accept that this is the way they've decided to show up in life. They're not changing. They're making minor tweaks here or there, but at the base, they're still a liar or an adulterer or a murderer or a drug addict or a thief. Whatever it is that they're doing that is bringing issues into your life. While I do believe that you attracted that to you, it was to heal some things. And when it starts to hurt you in a place where you feel like you're breathing underwater, it's time to really look into what it is you need to do to get out of that situation. I do believe that people can change, and people do change. But for the most part, most people don't change. And it's not because change isn't available, because we have a gazillion YouTube channels with how to change some habits. You know, religion teaches you how to change habits. One of my good friends, we were talking about the younger generation, and how she called them the cancel culture. She said that they don't stick around for anything. They just break a relationship up. They don't go through anything. And I said to her, that's one way of looking at it. But another way of looking at it is they've watched us, their parents, put up with so much fuckery. They've watched, she said, they don't go to church or they don't go to the mosque. And I said, they've watched us take beautiful doctrines from religion and twist them up and do all kind of things. They're the ones sitting at their mother's side when their mother's looking to see where their father is, or at their father's side where their father's looking to see where their mother is, because I'm in no way trying to make men out to be these horrible people and women are so amazing. Because if you are in a relationship and the male is committing adultery, he more than likely is doing it with the woman. So, and she probably knows about you and doesn't care. But she doesn't care about you because he doesn't care about you. I know sometimes we want to hear that. We want to blame the woman like she's so trifling and how dare she be with my husband. But really, he was with her first because he had to. He's the one that's married. But anyway, back to the cancel culture. I believe that they... Come here! Sorry about that. I have to keep my eye on him because he can get kind of busy. Biggie! Biggie! Over here! So they can, and I'm the reason why I'm continuing to talk is because this is when my thoughts are high, and I want to be able to get them out and not add anything that's from my personality, because this is my spirit talking after meditation. So that's why I didn't stop the video, and I know I'm outside with the dog, and I hope that doesn't distract you too much from what I'm saying. But the cancel culture, they watched it all, and so they have built up in them the ability to walk away from fuckery. And they don't go to church or the mosque because we've taken those beautiful doctrines, all of the stuff. Every religion is truth, and it can guide you to the Creator. But we, the flawed people, have fucked it up. So you say to your children that it's one man, one woman, and then they know that their father's running around with everything available. You say that, women are sisters, and then they watch women backbite each other and sleep with each other's husbands. So they're not a part of that. They're going to have their own challenges in life with just walking away from situations, but I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, especially if they walk away and heal. There's a difference if you walk away and keep getting the same situation over and over and over again, which is what they seem to be doing. But I don't believe that it's better to stay in one situation for 23 years and that 15 years of your marriage, your husband has had a girlfriend, but you're still there. You have to ask yourself why. Now, if it's comfortable for you, that's fine. If you all decided to have an open marriage, that's fine. But if you're suffering, if you're not taking care of yourself, that's the problem. I'm in no way and never would I tell anybody how to live their life. If you're okay with your husband having a girlfriend, if you're okay with your wife having a boyfriend, that is your business. But are you taking care of yourself in the process? Are you deciding to look into what it is you want to do with your life and doing it? Are you deciding to just pour your life into your children like you don't have one yourself? That's not a good idea, because they're going to grow up and move on. You're going to need to have something for yourself. So in self-care, meditation is great. If you have access to the woods and you can be safe, I would suggest you go sit in nature and just take deep breaths in and deep breaths out. And I would also suggest that you not make them out to be villains. Whatever's going on in your life, don't make those people out to be villains, and because then that makes you a victim. But instead, ask yourself, how did I attract this person to my life? What are the lessons I need to learn? I believe that once you do that and you learn the lessons, they will disappear. They will go away. Now, either they will decide to change and maybe you all can come together at a better space with understanding and you can understand the brokenness in them. They might even do the work. That's rarely done in this society, mostly because people are comfortable. If you put up with your husband having another relationship for more than 20 minutes, he's not going to stop. And obviously she's okay with it. So it's going to be something that you're going to live with until you decide you don't want to live with it anymore. I know many people say, well, I'll just go get a boyfriend. And if that works for you, I'm not telling you that you're wrong, because I'm not your judge. And I don't know that you're wrong. Perhaps that's the best thing for that relationship. I don't know. What I know is when you show up authentically in all areas of your life, you have a better life. So if you're having a boyfriend, let your husband know, okay, we're going to rock this thing out in open marriage style. Don't lie to people. That's the problem, is the lying. And I know that may sound foreign coming from someone who just left religion. And I didn't leave religion because the religion in itself was wrong, because I believe Islam and Christianity are beautiful ways to get to the Creator. I walked away from the buildings because for me, it was too confining. And I don't, of course I saw all of the fuckery going on, but that didn't bother me because I understood that the fuckery wasn't God. It was the people. It was the people pretending to be something that they were not. And they will have to deal with that, because karma only knows your name when it comes from you. In the way that I'm living my life now, it feels so free because I'm not judging anybody and what they want to do. And I'm not, first and foremost, I'm not judging myself. I'm allowing myself to live. And the only thing that I require of myself to others is to be honest. I'm never going to tell lies. I don't need to. I don't need to lie. I can just be honest and live my life. If I have to lie, then I'm not comfortable with it, which means there may be something wrong with it. But when I show up in a way that I'm self-caring and I can just be honest, well, I don't want to do this, or I am going to do this, or this doesn't work for me. When I can do that and do it with compassion, understanding that I never want to hurt anybody's feelings, but I have to show up for myself first. When I show up for myself, then everybody else benefits. So that self-care, taking into account what other people, we watch memes, we see memes, and all of a sudden they have to be real because it's a meme. If it fits you, great. But if it doesn't, you don't have to argue with somebody because it doesn't fit you. You don't have to try to force somebody to wear your shoes. They're yours. So what you can do, I think a better use of time, scroll by that one. And then find a circle of people that resonate with you. And you all you're not going to be perfect. I have a tribe of sisters and we love each other to pieces. We don't get into what I call arguments. We get into disagreements. but we're respectful of one another. And usually, most of the time, we are saying the same thing, but we're saying it in a different way. And then we finally come to terms with it, and we go back to loving on one another, because it's important to me to have sisters in my life. And it's important to me because as a woman with feminine energy, I want to feed off feminine energy. The last thing I want to say before I go, because it's been 10 minutes, and if you've listened this long, I'm so grateful for your time, is taking care of yourself ensures that everybody around you is fed, because you're fed. Taking care of yourself ensures that you are healthy physically, because when you hold on to other people's stuff, even for more than 10 minutes, you are diseasing your body. You are putting in your body things that don't belong there. Give them back their stuff. Let them do what they're going to do. Let them think you're a fool. It's okay. They can think you're a fool, doesn't mean you're one. And you can be planning how you're going to get out of that situation. Because, you know, the reality of it is, we hear people say, why does she just leave? Why doesn't he just leave? Sometimes that's not available. Come here. Sometimes that's not available to just leave. You may have to be a little bit more crafty with it. In the meantime, just give them back their stuff. Their emotional stuff. Come here, boy. Give them back their emotional stuff. Do the best you can to be kind, because understand, whatever it is they're doing because they're broken. And they're doing because it feels right to them to live unauthentically. You don't have to match that. You don't have to judge that. And you don't have to be a part of it. You don't have to prey on them, P-R-E-Y, look through their things and find out where they're going. Don't do all of that. That's hurting you. Ask yourself, or pay attention if you haven't gotten there yet. The next time you go snooping in somebody's stuff, see how your heart rate gets up higher, which means your blood pressure is going up higher. See how you start to perspire, because you're looking for something. You're probably going to find it, because if you're feeling it, it's probably there. But what are you going to do with that information? Now, if you're using that information because you're ready to go and you needed that last joke, then go for it. But if you're not ready to go, leave them be. Let them keep doing what they're doing. Let life and karma and situations take care of them, but you get yourself prepared. I don't mean to say this in any way. I don't think people are monsters. I think people do stuff because they're broken, they're insecure, they're lonely, they're scared, and they act out those things, and we just happen to be in the trajectory of fire. But you don't have to stay there. You can move out of the line of fire and still live with someone and not be putting dis-ease in your body. You know, we used to say a lot. Oh, I did. I don't say anymore. You make me sick. I never say anybody makes me sick, because nobody's going to make me sick. I'm very healthy. I'm very whole. And I've healed the childhood traumas that brought the situations into my life that I needed to go through. So now at 51, I'm ready to fucking soar. I know cursing people, oh, that's baby language, and I'm okay with that. Just don't be around me then, because I'm on the fucking curse, because it's what I like to do. I don't say it's who I am, because who I am is so vast that I'm not going to limit it to some words, but I'm also not going to let other people tell me who I am. Come over here ever again. I'm going to be who I want to be at the moment that I'm being it, but I'm staying in the present moment, and I invite you to do that too. Let go of the past. Yesterday is never coming back. So let go of the things of yesterday. If that means you have to let go of the people, let them go too. Watch how amazing your life can be when you show up every day, ready, poised, and able to deal with whatever it is with grace, with wisdom, with kindness, and with compassion. Thank you for your time. Assalamu alaikum. Namaste. Hotep. Shalom alaikum. Peace out to Brooklyn and everywhere else.